All right, everyone, let's get started with BB, Big Brother 28, Episode 6. And we open with Mallory, Lyric, and Melody plotting to win. And it's just fluff for them because they're not a powerhouse yet, but they're in link with other possible powerhouses. This was an excellent episode because it really worked for everything. On this, we start off with Angela is focusing on beating Rome. Now, this is where the live feed probably comes in because I don't know why Rome surfaced up all of a sudden, but by the end of this episode, I kind of see that Rome stands out. And I didn't notice him before until this, when Angela just had this obsession with him, getting him out. And I was surprised because she actually had a battle already with Jason. So I thought Jason would be the one she would be trying to target in this. But they were headed towards their eviction time for, not eviction time, but their nominations for who's going to be on the chopping block. Well, it starts with them being on the HOH table. I mean, on the table for the time machine. And the time machine takes them back to June 30th, 1992, and they're in a country and western bar atmosphere, and they were getting ready to play games, like hockey games with sliding a puck across the floor. Well, this is a pretty good game. I think it's really fair, and they teamed up everyone, and it was like two people go up, and the one that gets the high score wins. The other one sits down, and then they get to move to each phase. Oh, that was a pretty good game. On that country bar, Angela was concerned about Rome winning again. I don't know what's going on in them live feeds, but Rome has somehow just triggered Angela. So she heard something or something, but I'm not watching the live feed, so I don't know what triggered Angela about Rome. I mean, who is it? Is it Rome? Yeah. But she was definitely, just wanted to get him out. And so in this atmosphere for the games, I got my broken notes that I'm reading here. I haven't got my printer set up yet for my better notes. But anyway, they were paired with each other. They played the game. And then when it came down to it, Devin wins the whole game. He had 4 stages. And Devin was actually trying not to win. He didn't want to win. And he actually did good in almost not winning because he deliberately maneuvered his puck into a low number, and they went by the highest number, and so the person he was playing against did not get as high a number as he did, so he was made the head of the household. Now, Devin being the head of the household, usually I would say, no, you don't want this because Devin is just so different. Now, I like Devin, but he's almost like unreliable compared to his Survivor days. He was unreliable on Survivor, but here in Big Brother, he states that it's different. He's learning how to be different on Big Brother, and I have to give it to him. He's actually doing pretty good. And next, Devin wins the 4-stage hockey game, and then Rome talks to Devin and plots to save Lyric, Melody, and himself, and he thinks he is good with Devin being the HOH. They've had their little discussion in the room. Well, after he's had his discussion, Angela has to talk with him too. All of them were taking times to talk with him. And Angela went in and said that she wanted to talk to Devin because she wants him to nominate Rome. And so he listens to her, which was good, because Angela was like that robot on Lost in Space. Warning, 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 warning. Yeah, because she will tell you that something's going on, and something was going on with Rome and his two young ladies that he was with. And since I don't do the live feeds, I didn't know what it was that triggered her off. But she had Devin up. She said before she went in, Devin is like a show. What did she call him? She called him a show person. He likes to show off. That's what she was saying. And she was gonna appeal to that to him. She says, listen, you can really turn this game upside down by getting Rome out of here. And it just so happens that Rome is with Jason, Lyric, and Melody. And so Devin listens to her, and Dee is on his side, the last head of household person. She encouraged Angela to talk to him, and Angela was very convincing about this. So he was thinking about it, and then Rome figured out that they were plotting something. He didn't know what it was, but they had a meeting in the diary room, and it was almost like half the house. And they called themselves the tool shed once they got in there. But yes, they were all in there, and then they were in there so long and plotting so hard that the ones left, Rome was really upset because he wasn't included. And so he goes up to the room to knock on the door and break it up. Basically, that's what he was going to do. But those jokers did not let him in the room. They did not respond to him on the other side of the door. He knocked several times. He sat down for a while, and they're on the other side giggling and laughing and looking at him in the monitor. I'd never seen any of them do that before. And so he eventually walked off, and they went into the HOH bathroom to finish their little meeting, and this is where they named themselves the Tool Shed. And I thought this, I said, what a dorky name. But anyway, after that, they talked and they plotted, and Rome's second sense popped up, like, this is not right. This might involve me. I can't get in the room. They won't let me in. I know they're in there. And Devin later told him, said, they all come out the room, act like nothing's happened. And they walk past him. Hello, how are you? And Rome's sitting there like, I know something's going on. And so he goes, and he finally gets a chance to talk to Devin after everyone has left. And of all things, he goes up there and basically tells Devin that if he doesn't put up other people than the ones that he thinks they were wanting to do, then it would be bad for him in the future. Well, in that part of it, Devin is just like Angela. That was nothing but a slap in the face. And so Devin sat there and talked to him and heard him. And then when he left out, Devin looked in the camera and said, "Was that a threat?" And then that was it for Rome. His allies were all put up for eviction. That included Mallory, Lyric, and Jason. And Angela won the voting contest. You know, I do vote in the Big Brother contest for them to go in that room and see if they can win a prize or a punishment. Angela won because I voted for a lot. Because I said the reason I voted for Angela is because she's one of the few people I think that can take a punishment and a prize and make fun of it and have fun. And she lost her bid to get a prize. She got a punishment. She has to dress as a boiled egg. Yeah, I said boiled egg costume. Yeah, she's gonna be walking around with a boiled egg costume for a while. Well, that's no problem. Well, then they had the nominations for eviction, and boom, boom, boom. You know how Big Brother does when the key turns, it goes boom, boom, boom. So there was Melody, there was Lyric, there was Jason, and then Jason, afterwards, Jason said something catty to Angela. Well, Angela being Angela, that was the gloves that was thrown on the table, and she got up and she started talking junk, and they went off with it like this. They, you know, you're like, what's going on? Everybody on the table is like, what's going on? Jason got up. He started waving his neck like this, doing that neck thing. Angela started doing that neck thing at each other. And I'm not sure, I can't remember what he said to her, but she immediately bounced up with that boiled egg costume on and started going, and everybody was sitting there like, and poor old Lala and Taylor and the rest were like, one of them was like, oh my God, what is happening here? This was so good. I mean, and I can't wait to see how this ends. Now, all you people that watch this live feeds, you're going to see how it ends before I will. But I want the excitement of seeing it on the Big Brother show. And so I fault Jason for having this far along problem with Angela. Angela was an easy person to be allies with, and he messed it up, all because he was so flamboyant and she was an ally to him, and he treated her like dirt. I mean, just did. And you know, I don't think Angela's gonna win, but she is the spice that lights up the lights on Big Brother. She needs to come back for a couple of more seasons just for the heck of it, because you know, the way she's playing is the way you play a game like when you first come in, only she has that edge of having played it before. She's playing like a pro. She's not playing like a returning guest. I said she's not playing like Rachel. Rachel is a star. Angela is a personality. And she's living up to her personality. It's like watching a Broadway play with the actress doing the role that she's supposed to do. She's not limiting herself. She's not over guessing herself. She's improving herself from the last one. And Jason just lost a true ally. And he, you know, there was no reason for him to be as mean to her as he had. I think if they had stayed friends, they would have been a target also, because they would have been together. One of them would have actually probably gotten voted off. But now Angela is in a much stronger position, and what, Jason is on the block. This was a good episode, and it's almost like it has at the end, stay tuned for part 2 of this battle between Jason and Angela. And that's not even including Rome. Rome's sitting up there like somebody scorned because Devin voted his friends up, and I mean he voted all he he nominated all his friends in his group, and boy, that's a mad little bunch of people, and so it's gonna be interesting to see how Rome acts, because like I said, I never paid much attention to him until now, until Angela kept pointing him out. And then when you see him, he does have a sinister look when it comes down to being scorned by Devin and Angela and everybody. You know, he's like that. So this should be interesting. Well, that's what happened, and let's see what's going on. I'm going to be peeking at thumbnails of the people that's watching the live feeds. I do not do the live feeds, but I do look at your thumbnails and your titles so I can kind of get a drift of what's going on, but not spoil it for me when I watch it. All right, everybody. This was a good episode. Let's come back and talk about this again. Thank you for dropping in. I hope to see you again soon. You take care. Let's have fun for the summer.